The reason why we can't is, if you have a look at the default gateway. The default gateway is still our 192.168.2.1, and if we have a look here, we haven't got a match for 192.168.10.0. There's no match in there, so it's going to forward it onto the default gateway, and the default gateway is just going to send out like normal traffic, and of course it doesn't know where it is. So how do we get round that? Let's disconnect first. Now there are several ways that you can get around this. You could either use the extra push, and you could push that route down, but that's not the route that that's not the route we're going to try. The route we're going to try is, in fact, we're pretending that this is a remote worker, and what we want him to do is not only to be able to dial in, but we also want him to be able to dial in and then use the corporate internet, if you like, to be able to access the internet and his server. So that's what we're going to do now. So what do we need to do? We're all in configuration mode, so let's do set interface OpenVPN vTun 0 is the same instance. And what do we want to set? Let's have a look. That's what we want. Replace default route. That's the one we want, and we're now going to commit that and save it. Sometimes OpenVPN is a little bit strange, and there's some variables that it doesn't need a restart for, and some that it does. Now you can very easily often work out whether it's actually done a restart by doing a PS and then having a look through there at the OpenVPN, which is down here, and seeing if it's actually accepted the commands, or you could just do etc init.d open VPN and just do a restart. There we go. Now let's see what happens when we connect now. There we go. See, it's got a proper, the default gateway now is the one as it should be. So now let's ping okay, and there we go. Now I put it on pause there because I just made a little mistake, and I wanted to show you what I did. Here, if you have a look, what I'd originally done was that command, and that command is not the one you want to be able to do. Let me just show you what happens when you do it. So let's right click, do disconnect. Go back into here. Now at the moment the configuration is the correct command, which if you see there it says replace default route and it's got no extra information in it. What we're going to do is we're going to set it, dial in, see that it doesn't work, and then reset it, and then you'll see it working again. So let's do it. So set default route, so replace default route local. We're going to commit that. Just check it's in the configuration, and there it is. We're going to restart OpenVPN, even though you don't need to for that command. Okay, and then we're going to dial in. Let's ping the... See? Doesn't work. So what we'll do, we're now going to delete that command. We're going to set it to what it should be, which is just the command by itself. without the local bit, and then commit it. We won't restart this time. Do need to disconnect and reconnect though. Let's see what happens now. There we go. So now we have our remote worker here, who's got the certificates that we've signed. He's got the key that he generated himself. He then is dialing into our VPN server over here, being authenticated, giving an IP address in this range. It's then being given a changing the default route on the local computer, and you're then getting a 192.168.0.2 IP address, and then going through to the 192.168.10 server. So that's what we want. Dialing in, and he's securely connecting to the remote server. However, has he got internet access? Okay, well, let's try it. 208.67.222.222. No. Why hasn't he got an IP address? Sorry, why can't he reach that server? We've seen it before. Look at my IP address information. Here, this is the adapter we're using.